Masters, welcome to the SJ Lab. We are your hosts, Jazz,
Storm,
giving you lab number 5, snakes.
Alright, so what is a snake to you, Jazz?
A snake can be a lot of things. I feel like a snake can be a person that's like a backstabber, a person that's unsupportive, a person that just hate on you for no apparent reason. But that's just me.
Yeah, I actually agree with that, with all of that. Like, I generally feel like if you don't know what a snake is, then you should know already by now. Like, if you got people that's around you that just act like they don't care whenever you're doing something amazing that you think is amazing, and they're just like, oh, it's alright, you know what I'm saying? That's a snake. Like, and then later they copy the same thing you do. That's snake mentality.
Oh yeah, that's copycat
Yeah.
mentality, like biting.
It's not cute. It's not cute.
It's not. Have you ever had somebody like copy your style or whatever?
When I was younger,
I remember that.
like when I was younger, and I for a long time, like I never like really thought like, oh, that's just someone that's they probably just want to dress like that. But then I started realizing like, why are we wearing the same thing on the same day? Like,
Cause they like your swag.
they
like what you do.
alright, guys.
But yeah, so yeah, but friends can be snakes too. So
Yeah.
but I know y'all know that we gave this lab a week ago. We came back to redo it because we didn't like how it was, so we're gonna give it to you guys again.
Yes.
So
Enjoy, please do, because I feel like this is actually a good conversation to have, because I think a lot of people don't know what a snake is. Like, because you might not know, or you know what a snake is, but you don't know what's like around you. Because people like, they act like they're your close friend, or even your family. They can act super close with you, and then later on they're like, wow, like you just don't support me at all. Like, there's a few people that I know that I'm like, interesting, like I support everything you do, but when it comes to me, it's like, oh, I forgot that you was getting on at Sunday at 6 p.m. But you just watched that I just said that. Like, what?
Yeah. I mean, that's just how some people move. But I understand, but that's just weird. But like you said, there is unsupported family members as well. I feel like that's like snake mentality. Because, that's your family, that's your blood. Like, they should support you no matter what. But nowadays, family don't even support you. They don't even like say like, hey, how's your project going or whatever. They don't care. So
yeah, I definitely agree with that. And it's just like, sometimes I think people do it unknowingly. Sometimes like, oh, I forgot, I didn't know. Like, I understand like some things happen and you're like, dang, like I should have done that, or I should have, But when it comes that you're doing repetitive, like, nah, I'm starting to peep that, and that's weird. Especially like when family like support their friends more than they support like, you like, oh, like, yeah, that's my cousin, but she's supporting homegirl over there, and you know what I'm saying? It's shady to me, like, because if I see someone doing something and I'm like, dang, yeah, like, oh yeah, my homegirl does do that, but I can support both of y'all. Like, I don't have to be, picking sides, like, oh, I can't ever post you, because it's enough money out here for everybody.
yeah. It's like you got people that they support like celebrities before they support the people they actually know. Like, like you over here supporting like Diddy and stuff like that, but you won't support your friend that actually does music and like who's putting in the work. Like, that's weird. Like,
Really
Diddy don't even know you, and like he's just like
he's just trying to get a repost, a follow,
Like,
because
nah.
that ain't it.
Ain't other than it. Like,
Yeah. Especially because I do hair, so it's like when other people support, like, for example, like, Jonathan. I love Jonathan, but it's like, like, that's just weird, you know what I'm saying? And that's really just an example. Like, it could be anybody that someone like does celebrity hair in Dallas, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and post. Oh, okay. I guess I just don't do hair. Like,
I feel like like if you do have a friend that does have like a business or whatever, like you need to support them. Like word of mouth is very important to people who have a business. Like promoting them, sharing their stuff, like it helps their business. That's how they get people to know about their products or whatever business they're in. So a lot of people don't know that. So like for you, like when Storm does my hair, like I always like post a picture of my hair and like tag her and stuff like that. Like that's free promotion, that's free advertising. Like why not?
It's highly appreciated.
It's highly appreciated. like if you have a person that does your hair, repost their work, like show a picture. It doesn't take a lot.
It doesn't, because
like, at all.
Like if you think of how many people like go on social media and just look at your page, like you can see how many clicks people click on your stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know when someone's like, oh, I forgot to post a picture of my hair, but I'm gonna do it later and stuff like that. So it's like, I mean, things happen, like I say, you know what I'm saying? Because, for example, if y'all ever, want to get y'all makeup done, we got a homegirl, Kendall. She does makeup. So, and she actually did my makeup for my birthday celebration. So,
yeah. I was gonna say Atlanta, but
yeah. So anyway, she does makeup. So it's like just having a word and just saying it, like it doesn't matter. Just support your family and your friends, because people work hard out here. Like, and for another people that want to get into drinking healthier and doing stuff like that, there's some people on this live right now. They're called the Juice Box. And they have CBD infused drinks. So, hopefully if they seeing this, go ahead and tag y'all.
Drop your
right
info
here.
right
Yes, drop it. Because I love it. And I feel like, if you like to be healthy and even just have a refresher, like it's getting hot. Like, so, go ahead.
Refresh your body.
Yeah, refresh.
Get that stuff in your system.
Okay.
Some of y'all need it.
Okay, I'm done. For real, because this is true. Since we are in quarantine, I know a lot of people hitting up the liquor store. So
liquor's not saving you.
It's not.
It's making it worse.
You're getting depressed.
Put the Henny bottle down.
You're sitting there thinking about your ex right now. Don't do
Ooh,
that.
no.
That's speaking of relationships. Ooh, let me tell you now. Relationships, you can have snake stuff going on.
You definitely can in a relationship.
Have you ever had that happen to you?
Yes, I have. Like, I feel like it's snake movement when you with somebody and like you post like a bomb picture, like you looking like
edible arrangement.
Beyonce, looking like a little snack. And so you have other people that would say, oh, you look pretty, whatever, blah blah blah, but your significant other won't like the picture, they won't comment on it, but they're gonna be on some other girl's picture. Maybe she's an Instagram model, or maybe she's famous or whatever. And they're gonna like their picture, but they don't wanna like yours. Like, I feel like that's snake movement. Like, that's not cool. Like, no. Don't hit me with it's just Instagram. No. Like, that's weak. Like, that's weak to me. Like, nah.
It's not just Instagram. And hey, you're welcome. Hi. It's really not just Instagram, because like I said previously, to the people that weren't, saw us last week or the week before last week, I don't know. But either way, it's just like, if I post a picture and I'm your girl, like, come on now, like, I'm looking cute, I'm trying to be a little bit, fancy, and it's just like, I feel as though if you can go like, who?
Keisha.
Okay, right.
Keisha. Tawana.
You can like all them, but you can't like my picture. But when you got with me, you was liking all my stuff. No.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, I don't like that. Like, because you do got some guys, well, I tell her like she's beautiful and like when we're together, but it's like you're posting it on other people's pages publicly for people to see. Like, that's whack. Like, that's whack to me. Like,
No,
that's
like
whack.
I don't mind like someone liking another woman's picture or whatever. I don't care about that. But you need to do that same thing with me. Like my picture, comment. If you doing that for Suzanne, go ahead and do it for me.
Suzanne, they got an OnlyFans page.
Don't even give me status. Let me tell you what.
And I know some people like, what's the OnlyFans page? Google it.
Please do. Like, if that's how you get your money, I respect, do your thing. But let me tell you now, I'm not gonna be doing it. And if you like Suzanne that got the OnlyFans page and you love this girl and you watching her instead of me, it's a problem. let's cut it there. Like, we not doing none of that.
Yeah, Suzanne be wildin'.
She do.
Okay, like
I've seen a few Suzannes.
Just nasty. But yeah, that's just like that's whack. Like I hate that.
Yeah.
Like I guess, like I guess, like
it's a no for me.
It's above me, but okay.
Yeah. Like it's just a respect thing. Like as I feel a female, if I'm liking my dude's pictures and doing that all in the beginning before we got together, I'm gonna continue doing that because I don't feel like I should stop just because we're together. Like,
yeah. Yeah, that's true. But
so
that's just how the world is.
Hello. Hey, Mom.
But yeah, that's just I don't know, I don't like that. So
yeah.
But you know, you got some people who do that, and I don't understand why. But then, guys be getting mad when other guys be commenting on your picture, but they don't do it. Like, I don't understand that.
See, listen.
That's weird.
Why are you upset? Like, why don't you just go ahead and hit that in the comments, be like, my lady look good. Like, if you feel it some type of way, let it be known that I'm with you. Like, if you got it, if you feel like it's like that, like, it's okay for other guys to feel like your girl is pretty. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm pretty sure she goes to the gas station and hold me down the gas station. I'm like, hey, let me holler at you. You know what I'm saying?
Which one you go to?
Listen, don't go to Quick Trip late at night. But don't hear that from me. Yup.
Oh, Lord.
No, that.
How do you feel like people can stop having snakes around them or stop doing snakish type of tendencies?
Well, I feel as though if you feel like someone is not supportive, you should just let them know hey, I kind of noticed that you haven't been posting my stuff or you haven't been doing this or this and that. And then if they be like, oh, I just didn't feel like I had to. Go ahead and knock them out the way. They ain't got to be your friend no more. They ain't got to be your family, because it's weird. Because I'm telling you, as soon as that person, feels they need to do something oh, I want to go ahead and, drop this clothing line and I feel like it's about to be fire and you don't support them, they're going to start to realize, dang, I should have been doing this for that person, So it's I think if you just let them know and if they have a different type of reaction that you're that's weird, then go ahead and cut them off.
Yeah, you should cut people off like that. That's not, they don't support you at all. I'm not saying they gotta promote you like Diddy, all up in the music videos or whatever. Just share and subscribe and just share pretty much.
Yeah.
It doesn't take that much.
It doesn't. Really telling anybody about anything, hey, I do this, I do that. Oh, I know somebody that does this, because I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10 you're gonna start talking about things that come in relevance of what someone likes. And you be like, oh, I actually know somebody that does that, So it's just go ahead and say, because I understand a lot of people be like, oh, I went down the street and this girl, she saw my hair and I told her about you. I appreciate that, because I know sometimes some people don't have social media or some people are not that active. But if you're just telling people around, I appreciate that. So
some people don't want to support you because they want to stop your corn, they want to stop your bag, they want to stop you from eating.
Yeah.
But what's for you is gonna be for you. Nobody can stop your success.
Exactly.
Period.
That's a gem right there. You heard that? Okay, because that's the truth.
Yeah, it's true.
There's so many people out here that are hairstylists. There's a lot of people that are doing podcasts now. There's a lot of people that are doing makeup. It doesn't matter. There's going to be people. You're going to always have competition. So
it's very true.
At the end of the day, it's how you rock it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to... I ain't gonna say nothing, but like, me and Storm, we started this podcast or whatever, and we were talking to people about it, and then all of a sudden, people are coming out the woodwork that we talk to, saying, "Hey, we got this podcast and all this kind of stuff," and like they biting our ideas and everything, and it's just like, it's cool.
Yeah, you see how she said she wasn't gonna say nothing, but she said it.
I said it.
I mean, because it is true. Like, it's really funny, and I feel like from that experience, I've learned not to tell people what I got coming up next. Because people will like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, we should do that. Listen, at the end of the day, we gonna win regardless, you know? So it's like, it's nothing to like, I'm not gonna hate on you, I'm gonna support you, so support me. Like, I'm gonna watch your stuff. Like, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel that as even a black community, we should be able to support each other.
We should.
Because there's so many others that are trying to take us down that we're just like, oh, I'm gonna hate on that girl. Like, why?
For what?
So,
like, what do you need to hate on a girl for? Like, I don't understand that. I've never been a hater. I never will. That's just disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, because, never mind. I'm like, she's cocky. Like,
I don't say that because people need to have this type of confidence all the time.
But it's just like, you don't need to hate on anybody. Like, everybody can win. Like, it's more money out here to be made. Like,
so much.
And like, that's how you I like connecting with people. I like talking to people. I like talking to women, especially because I am a woman myself. And I love when we are together as women and just be able to talk to one another like sister-like. Because I have been around a lot of girls who they have nasty character and it's just disgusting. Yeah. And I'm just like, all right, honey, you is pretty, but your personality is ugly and it's dog and you're not even all that. Yeah. So, no.
This is true.
It's a no for me.
It's really true. Like, people understand that you may be a beautiful person on the outside, but if your inside is trash, people gonna start looking at you like you trash. Like, I'm just the type of person that I support anybody and everybody. Yes. So it's like, I'm not someone that thinks that I need to like have some people to support me, but if I've done that for you, I would, I would appreciate if you could do the same thing for me.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you ever had this happen, like you're talking to someone and they seem in the beginning like they're so supportive, but then once you get something put out, they like, oh, that's what you do? And then you'll never,
Girl, yeah,
like,
I have.
That's a saint, if y'all didn't know.
To me, since I am single, if guys want to talk to me, I'd be like, hey, have you listened to my podcast? Because this is very important to me. Like, one thing I don't play about is my money, education, family, and this right here.
Period.
So, like, if you're trying to talk to me and you don't even watch my podcast, you don't even, like, subscribe to it, we don't need to talk. Like, yeah. I tell them all day, we don't need to talk. Like, what?
Exactly.
You can't talk? You don't support my goals. You don't support my dreams. So, nah, we can't talk.
That's the main important thing in a relationship right there. Is like, if you do not support me or even get into the way to support me, it's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel as though if I support you, or if I, like, honestly, when guys generally try to talk to me, I'm gonna look at your page and see what you got going for yourself. So it's weird when you're like, oh, I didn't know that's what you did. Like, what? How?
So we got a comment from Rashonda Dowdy. She said, what about the women who hold a man with insecurities because she's broken too and she thinks it's love instead of realize it's toxic? So are you saying... What do you mean by that? I'm sorry. Like, I think she's saying, like, she think like you're with a man who's insecure and she's insecure too. Are you talking about two, like, broken people that come together who are broken and they're trying to have something? Like, are you saying like that or what? We'll come back to that. We'll come back. So,
I mean, like, I feel like relationships is sometimes, it's really easy to, to support. And if you don't support your significant other, at least have a like say like, oh, I just don't agree when you do this or that. Like say that, you know what I'm saying? It's about communication.
It is definitely about communication.
So if you cannot communicate, yeah, I shouldn't even have like.
And people need to understand, just because you have, a lot of people think when you have a disagreement, they think it's an argument. There's a difference between an argument and having a conversation.
Factual.
Like people.
Factual.
Every time you have a conversation, you're not arguing. So some people think, oh, we are. No, we're not.
You're not. I was just actually, see, I'm very opinionated. Like,
Yes.
I'm going to tell you what I think. And then sometimes take it as like, I sometimes do come off a little bit aggressive. Mind you, I'm a Pisces. I'm really soft on the inside. So, I mean, sometimes I come off really aggressive. But it's just because I'm just trying to get my point across. And I'm not trying to be rude and, you know, come off that way. Some people can take it as like, oh, I'm not trying to argue. So, I mean, at the same time, it's like, just learn how to have that communication.
Yeah, I'm a very opinionated woman as well. I'm very...
This is why we friends.
Like, I have been into with some guys. Like, a lot of guys don't like me. I don't know why.
She's about to tell y'all stories.
Like, a lot of guys, I'm a woman that speaks her mind. But I'm not going to speak my mind in a very disrespectful way. I'm going to tell you, hey, this is what I'm about, this is what I don't like, and stuff like that. So a lot of guys don't like a woman that's very strong-minded. And nowadays, but I'm not weak-minded, so...
Ooh.
I don't know. So it's just, I get into it with a lot of guys sometimes.
I mean, to be honest, though, it's like, I feel like you as a man, you have to sometimes just like be able to listen, because it may be like, hey, I get what you're saying, but the way you're saying it is coming off this way and that way.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know how to express that. They just gonna keep mad, like, you do. No, just relax. Just listen to what she's saying and try to understand. So, did she explain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so honest.
Oh, okay. So,
do you want to open up for questions?
yeah, we got time for questions.
Y'all got any questions for us? Drop it. We'll answer it. Any advice? Anything you want to know? Anything you want to share? You went on a date? You didn't go on a date?
For real, how are y'all getting through this
Rona.
Like,
Why do people name it that? That's so
a
disgusting.
black person named it Rona.
Rona.
Because it was Corona, they gonna be like, I just put that Rona on there. We don't gotta cut things
I
out.
think some people wasn't able to pronounce.
How? What?
I can't pronounce that. I can't.
Can you not? Are you sure? I don't know. This quarantine has been a little hard for me. Y'all see, I had to come out like, hey, y'all.
She be on TikTok.
I do. TikTok has been giving me life. And then I just set up my room so I can do TikToks for real. Y'all just don't know.
Lord have mercy.
Shoot.
Yes, they call it Rona. I don't know.
Rona.
Coronavirus.
It's the coronavirus.
Okay, because some people like, what is Rona? Coronavirus. That's what it is.
You know, you gotta be, you know. We've been taking walks when we're out. Oh, you want to read this?
She said, we've been taking walks when it's nice outside. Vitamin D helps. Yoga too.
I need to try that yoga. I'm gonna try my meditation.
She said, women need to realize when you're intimidated with a man, it's spirit to spirit. Therefore, if his spirit isn't clean or he's not clean, it's toxic.
Okay, exactly. Say that.
Yeah.
This is really fakes. People, you know what? Now, because we're talking about snakes and talking about toxic. Listen, I'm so tired of people normalizing toxicity.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't understand it. Like, that's not cute. You know, like, we're in a generation at a time where we should be trying to communicate with each other instead of, like, saying, oh, I'm just toxic. Like, I understand some people can have toxic traits, right? But you should be able to try to fix that. So, if you can't fix it and you're just toxic, you're going to start moving like a snake.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sick of people, oh, that's like you said, that's just how I am.
Well, fix it.
Fix it. You need seek help.
Yeah.
Like, that's not cute. Like,
Exactly.
someone's gonna love it. No one's gonna love it. Because if a person really loves themselves, they're not gonna like tolerate anything. So that whole I'm toxic. Whoever told y'all toxic is cool, it's not. It's disgusting. You need to seek help.
No, it's not. It's really not. Like, if you have a toxic trait, try to look at it and fix it. Like, I posted earlier, I think it was yesterday, maybe, I don't remember when. I've been up for a while. But, like, I always say, like, my toxic trait is, like, I always say it is what it is. Because I stopped caring, you know, like, really easy. And it's not good. I should care because later on in life, I'm like, dang, I really just shut this person out because I was like, I don't care. And that's not right. You should be able to talk to someone and be like, hey, you know, I'm working on that, y'all. I'm trying.
I'm trying to see what my toxic trait would be.
She don't know. She said she perfect. That's okay.
Well,
You know what?
I don't know. Let me say, I'll come back.
She gonna tell us lab 6. I'm horrible. Lab 6. Or maybe you know.
I don't know.
Think about it. Think about it. I mean, because I feel like sometimes people actually don't have one though, because they're, you know, secure in their life, or they've been through a lot of stuff that they have, you know, crossed over that boundary of feeling like, you know, some things are fixable.
Could an overthinker be
It can be, because then you're gonna be like, I saw you with, and they wasn't
okay.
with it.
But I'm an overthinker. Definitely overthinker. Yep.
I'm listening, okay, because if we won't talk about it, I be overthinking a lot of scenarios.
I really do.
I be like, he did that. They be like, no, sir, that didn't even happen, bro.
Why would they say that if they didn't mean that? But if A, B, C equals D,
They did it.
I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's me.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's kind of like hard to not think like, oh, you know, stop.
Stop thinking sex is the answer, ladies. It's not. Some people do use sex for comfort or to feel love.
Yeah.
No.
And at that time, if
Soul ties. Soul ties
is a thing. And if you feel like that, like, you know, seek some other help than that, because it's not going to make your living situation better. And at the same time, everyone has had faults, you know, like someone like, oh, well, if I do this, then he gonna stay, or if I do this. No, he's leaving. His mind was already said that he was gonna be gone, you know? So it's like,
if a person wants to go, they'll go. There's nothing you can do to make them stay or leave.
Nothing.
Unless you're like, you know, abuser and, you know,
if you abuse
alcoholic, alky, but like, I'm like, we shouldn't even laugh about that.
It's not funny, sorry, no.
Okay, yeah, but if you're giving, like I tell people, if you're giving your all, like, if you're giving your all, there's nothing, like, what else can you give a person? Like, the kidney?
Nothing.
Like, there's nothing.
At this point, you're not
else.
taking my kidney. Like,
Yeah,
it's...
like, no, it's not much kidneys are.
Girl, and they not free.
You know how hard it is to get a kidney?
Don't you gotta find the same blood type?
Man, you gotta get on the list.
Listen,
and then
you're not getting my kidney, bruh. But like,
when I die, I do want to donate like my organs and stuff.
I thought that too, but we're not gonna have that conversation today.
But my sister's like, I'm not doing that, and I was like, I kind of want to do like so what if somebody really need a heart? You know, like I don't know.
I guess if I have a good heart, go ahead and give it to them.
Yeah.
Like, how I'm feeling, I don't really know if y'all want this heart. Like, it's never. Yeah, it isn't, and I feel like as though is. As women, we always feel like we can have maybe did something better, but nah, sis. If he was ready to go, he going.
Yeah.
Like there's no coming back.
Or if she was ready to go, she's out the door. Like,
and don't blame yourself.
Yeah, don't blame
Okay,
yourself.
because most likely they were a snake and they had to go. Go ahead and cut their grass. Get it real low. So
They
you
was
can
in
see
there. The snake was in there.
They were, and it's sad because. I feel like not even just women, but men do this too. They're like, I should have did this, I should have did that. There was nothing you can do, so it's okay. Like, there's something better out there for you, and shoot, cause I'm waiting.
Don't just trust the process. Things will work out for you. Like you'll find your significant other. Like a lot of people just want to be in a relationship because that's all they see on Instagram or Facebook. It's okay to be alone. Like, a lot of people don't like to be alone or afraid to be alone. I don't understand why. But, I mean, I get it. Everybody
I
wants
think because like maybe, I think because like sometimes it gets boring. Like, okay, for example, we're in quarantine. Like, I be bored. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they might be sick and I don't want them near me. But that's just me. So it does get boring, and I understand. But I'm telling you, once you start fulfilling your heart with yourself, nothing can stop you. Your next relationship will be even better because things are gonna get cut off that easy. Like, oh, you're doing this, gotta go. Like, I mean, I'm not someone to say that you just cut people off because they did something like weird, but I'm just saying like you're just gonna know like the red flags. Like, oh, this person started doing this. I don't like that. Done. You know. So, and they say people can change, but me personally, I got time for all that. So
we're getting older.
Yeah, like I'm 26 now. I feel like my life has changed. I probably said this on the Girls Talk. Like, I really do feel like that. Like,
yeah, it definitely changed. Like, I'm 27, so it's like, it changes.
What happened? Where did time go?
I don't know. I get better with age.
You know what?
It's like, wow.
I knew that was coming. Like, for sure, though, like, I honestly feel like I'm much smarter because a lot of stuff has happened in my little 20s that has been, you know, like a reflection of like, okay, this happened in my life, that happened in my life, and now I'm like, whew, thank you, God. Like, I went through this situation, and now I can just completely be happy.
I feel like we go through bad stuff for a reason. Like, I feel like the bad stuff kind of makes you stronger. Because, like, I've been through a lot of, like, stuff. I'm like, oh, my God, why did you do that?
Listen, you don't know where until you start asking. You be like, I just don't know.
Take it away from me.
Bruh.
But then that made me that made me stronger. That also made me like, dang, Jazz.
Yeah.
You bad to the bone.
You are, bruh. Like, no, ma'am.
They don't say it no more.
I don't know. We don't even say that. See, I really generally feel like
get your shirt.
Being in a certain age, you be like, all right, bro, like I should have did this, I should have did that, and now it's like
it is a journey.
Guess what? You did it. Live life. You know what I'm saying? Because like now, I'm telling you, before I used to cry about everything. Why did this happen? Now I'm like, shit.
She is.
What? You talking about my wife? Okay. It's funny.
I'm like,
you gotta do it.
no, I'm not doing that.
Shoot, let me tell you what.
I do that.
When I find love like NBA and Yaya,
That's not love. That's not love. That's toxic.
I'm telling
You can't promote people not to be toxic anymore. Talking about you want a relationship like that.
No, like
that's
toxic.
toxic.
She feel like she just stabbed the girl. Like honestly though, if you have to go stab a woman or a man, like leave that whole relationship, bro. Like I play around all the time.
Jail? They told us it's nasty.
Okay, let me tell you something.
It's silver.
I can't go to jail. You know, the way my life is set up, I cannot. Like,
I couldn't go to jail either. I couldn't make it.
Girl, I'm calling my mama, please. Like, please figure out a way for me to get out. Like, I can't do it.
You gonna be somebody's girlfriend.
Girl, I am. Let me tell you, I'm only 5 feet. Small, bro. I'm definitely gonna be somebody's girlfriend. And I'm convinced I'm gonna cry. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. And suicide is not funny, but I ain't gonna make it. So.
That was love. Like, that just was.
I just say, I
can't
can't do it. I'm gonna start crying. Y'all ever see somebody cry? I'm gonna be crying hard.
I don't understand, you know, I was watching movies, right? So when they be walking in the jail cell, why do people be yelling at them outside? Like, I don't get that.
No, you're not really laughing because I like, what was that show that always used to come on? Oh no, it wasn't. It was on Netflix. It was a Girls Incarcerated.
Oh,
bruh.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen it? Why? Okay, listen. Me and my younger sister, we were talking, and I was just like, so really, you can have a boyfriend through the toilet, bro? Like, all you have to do is toss him through the toilet, you good.
Oh yeah, they said that in Jailbirds, the show. Yep. I'm not talking to the toilet. I'm just saying, what? Jail for what? Because some people go to jail over their significant other because the significant other was cheating or whatever. They want to fight other girls or fight other dudes. Like, don't go to jail over somebody. Like, it's not worth it. I haven't been in jail with nobody. I ain't planning to go in jail with nobody. I can't make it in jail.
But hold on, listen.
Wait.
I'm saying, okay, so like on Snapped, sometimes that person pushes you there. And listen, I already know my mom like, you shouldn't let nobody take your energy like that. I understand. But when you be watching these ladies go through all this pain and then they're like, oh, I couldn't take it no more. I really genuinely could not take it.
Yeah, I mean, I can see Snap though. I can see. She said that's really silly, not classy at all. It's not classy at all.
But mama, you done seen Snap now. You done seen you done seen that Snap. Like sometimes it gets to that point. I think it's really though you're kind of not even emotionally stable. If you get to that point, it's like you need to go seek therapy.
Yeah, you just like black out. I believe when you get to that point, like you just like
I've been blacked out a couple times.
Completely blacked out to the point you want to like hurt the person.
That conversation won't be brought up today. but I do know that it does happen. Like I can understand it happens because I'm not saying that you should kill someone because you really love them and they hurt you. That
no.
Like let's say he cheated on you. Oh, it's not unnecessary. But what's that movie with that dude that was in the bed? He talking about this is my house. He had the cigarette. It was that black movie, Tyler Perry movie. What is it?
What is that movie called? It's the new Tyler Perry movie. It's on Netflix.
Somebody say something, please. Clacking, I think of the
Ashtray.
Ashtray, bitch. Okay. First of all, he had to die. That's a Snap moment. Like, boy, and then you have a little girl in the house. Nah.
That's your. I thought that's your mom. Wait, you said grandma or mom? I think you said. I don't know. I'm gonna go watch that movie.
I actually want to see it. I really want. We should do a
no acrimony.
I didn't like that movie.
That movie was good.
That was not one of my favorites. Maybe I gotta watch it again.
You gotta watch it again, like.
Cause I was going through something when I saw that, and I
you gotta watch it again, cause that movie she went crazy.
At the same time, but like, I feel like she had no reason to be.
What?
I just did it like
she had a reason.
What was it? Okay, what was exactly her reason in your
First of all, she gave him money. But they were both wrong. Like that's what we say. Communication is important.
Okay, this is true. They should have had a lot of communication because, in my opinion, yes, she gave him that money.
She did.
And yes, she was like, okay, staying down with him and blah blah blah. Yeah. But then at the same time, it's like she didn't stay down long enough. Like. He talked about
the battery.
It takes
He's blowing
time.
up the house.
No, but it takes time. Like if somebody got,
he didn't want to get no job.
Okay, let me hold on though. The job situation would have already got me. Like you need to go do that on your lunch break. Work on that battery on your lunch break. Work on that when you get off work.
Can't work on this battery.
I had time for it. Me personally, I get what she's saying. But then I get what he's saying because
I get both sides.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. That movie it's just like a lot of people really do go through that. Like, okay, for example, let's say you dated somebody that wants to be a musician, and like it's gonna take them a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's gonna take quite a minute.
And it's like at this time, me personally, like if you're trying to be a musician, trying to be a basketball player, football player, all that stuff, like go do your practicing, do your stuff that you're supposed to do, but it comes to a point where you.
But what age is like, alright, it's over trying to be a basketball player?
Isn't that college? If you don't go to draft, you might just go sit down.
Because I know there's like semi-pro. Where
I
don't know how.
No, that is true because you could go to out the country with. I don't know, but either way, if that's your move and that's what you want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But like me personally, I don't know. Like
I feel like the person could like be a rapper or whatever, but they also need to have like something else that they're doing on the
for sure
on the side.
Yeah, like I definitely feel like if you're trying to be a musician, you should be trying to think of something else to do. Like be a songwriter, be a producer. You know,
I like songwriters. They're
be
really
an engineer.
dope.
Yeah, like there's there's so many other things you can do in that avenue. But when you're just be like, nah, I gotta go be a rapper, and then you ain't got no job, and you talking about I'm about to go sell some bricks. At this point, go sit down. Like, that's not, if you can't do other things and you just feel like solely that's your one occupation that you want for the rest of your life, like what 2 Chainz, how old is he? You know how many times his career stopped? Nah.
Come and get your money.
Nothing bad, but that's all right there. I saw it. I'm gonna listen to the car. But at the end of the day, like, for example, I'm a hairstylist, but I have another job other than just doing hair.
But hair, it's that hair industry.
It do make good money.
Moving.
It do make good money, but it's a lot since a lot of people can do the same thing that you do. A lot of people with hairstyles, it kind of could cut it down, you know. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like have multiple hustles. Like, just don't solely think that one thing is about to be the rest of your life. Because when you start having kids and your girl, what was I watching the T.I. show? And I forgot what it was called. It was on Netflix. But home dude was just like, this is my last opportunity to get my life on straight. How and why?
He
like,
was aggressive.
He really was.
He was aggressive.
It's just like I feel that there's so many other opportunities in life that you should not just think of one thing. Like, what did Oprah say? She said that you're supposed to have like 6 fixed income or something like that, like 6 incomes.
What about the men who have experienced broken relationships? To the men who have experienced broken relationships, I know when they do go through, some men who do go through broken relationships, they don't want to love again. Or like when they get into a new relationship, they're very guarded. Like, I feel like once a man has gotten his heart broken, he's never really the same. Some men are though, but some they become dogs, they become liars, they become
distant,
just
weird, like
a whole complete different person. So
I feel like women, we take it easier because we're always ready to love again. And men, they just start being like, well, you might do me like this, so I'm gonna do it like this to you first before you do me. And it's like, if you feel that way, you're not ready to be in a relationship. So it's like, go ahead and take your time to heal and get through that. If you feel like you need to sleep with multiple women to get through it, I mean, by any means do that, but you probably need to go see a therapist.
You probably need to go heal yourself because not everybody's the same. Every girl is not the same. Every girl is not Tisha from the fan page. They're not. It's okay.
Oh, they really not. They really not. At the end of the day, it's like, if this person is being like this with you, keyword today, communication. Talk to them. Let it know. Because I already know that my communication ain't always what it is, but that's because my mind thinks too much. I start thinking about something else and then be like, oh my God, like, oh, this is irritating me. But that's just because I need to calm down. Because I get mad quickly, and I'm just trying to work on that, you know? So it's like, if that person's going through that, then just talk to them about it.
Why do ladies feel like they can fix a man?
Because we're caring.
Because we're caring in our, what's our nature of being like, caring and like, oh, I can fix him. You can't fix a person, like, at all. Like, that person has to fix themselves.
They want to change. If they want to change, they will change. And a lot of girls like get into this situation where they're like, well, I know he's going to change for me, but then you see him down the line and he's a complete different person with Tisha, Kelly. You're like, wow, he never did that with me. It's not true. It's that he felt like he needed to change at that moment. So don't ever think like, oh my gosh, I should be trying to fix this person, because you can't.
And don't wait on the person either.
Never wait. Shoot, you know how many fishes in the sea.
You have to get up on that.
Ain't no waiting. Keep on.
Yeah, like, no.
I personally can't wait. I don't even wait for my food to get off my way. Like, so it's. When you know, they be like, press the button, it be like, beep. No, I gotta press it before get on this. Am I waiting this?
Oh, God. I'm done. It's true. Yeah, but
I don't know.
Some women think they could just fix a man, and some guys think they can fix a woman.
She can't be fixed.
Nah, she can't. I just feel like a person gotta fix themselves because, like, if you're trying to fix a person that's broken, I feel like they're gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Because you're so, like, loving and caring and, you know, all this kind of stuff. And then the minute you're trying to, like, fix them, their toxic or their energy is gonna rub on you and you're gonna become broken and hurtful, whatever.
Yeah.
Other kind of stuff, so.
Because I've been in a situation where I felt like I could fix somebody. And let me tell you, fixing gets to a point where it's like, it drains you. And you're just like, all right, like, I did this. And most likely, that person's gonna realize, like, dang, she did do all this stuff for me, and I'm very appreciative now. But now it's too late because now you're like, I gotta go. Like, it took too much energy from me. So
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just do what makes you happy. Like, you know, if the person is showing this mentality and it's clear as day, don't waste your time on it because it's gonna start making you unhappy. So, you know. Smile bright.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, and you want some juice? Juice for ya.
Sure. Put that gem in there. Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like we do, as women and men, we also do things like, because I know a lot of caring men out there, like, that will do everything. You're like, stop, don't do that.
Oh, yes, we do. We have I can't say that, but we know somebody who is a guy
that's very caring and loving, bro.
Very, very loving.
And it's like, I don't understand how anybody could treat, like, that person wrong. But it's just like, you know, I don't know how people are in relationships, you know, because people be like, dang, when you're in a relationship with that person, they're a completely different person. Trust me, I've been there.
Yeah, but some people are like, oh, I have such a big heart. I have a big heart too. Like, don't get me wrong, I have a very big heart. But it's like sometimes we gotta be like, no.
Yeah.
No.
It's hard to say no when you know. Like, it's hard to say no. Like, because I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm always like, oh, I will love you. No, Storm don't love that person. Just like, you can love them, but just
have boundaries.
Yeah, boundaries. That is so important. Like, that is the most important thing. It's hard because I feel like it's harder to give boundaries when you've been with someone before. So then when you come back, it's like, okay, we're changing this, and now they're like, oh my God, like, wait, I'm not prepared. You wasn't doing that last year or 2 years ago. And it's like,
let me tell you something. Everyone changes.
Woo.
I mean, me, I'm not the same woman I was a year ago, or 2 years ago, or 3 years ago. I'm not. I'm a completely different woman.
Yeah.
So the things that I used to tolerate back in the day, I don't tolerate at all. Yeah. Like, it's just, no.
Yeah, I don't, me personally, I already know I've changed. Like, I'm really a giving person. I'm really nice. I'll try to work it out. I'm somebody that, like, I will explain to you exactly what I want, when I want it. And that's just me. But when I see you can't do it, I'm like, all right, you can go. Because someone said in the comments earlier with another person, well, someone else will.
I'm so done.
So, I'm just saying, like,
it's just you get tired of repeating yourself. Like, you get really, really tired of repeating yourself.
Like I work at a daycare. So it's like, I shouldn't have to repeat myself to a grown man. Like, I've already said it once, and I said it twice, it's done. You know, like, if you don't hear me the third time, then ask me, like, I know you keep on saying this, but, like, baby, what you mean? Because I'm going to tell you exactly what I mean. And if you don't understand it, then, alright.
Yeah. So, well, it's definitely.
It gets tiring. Relationships are hard, but it's work. And at the end of it, you can have a lot of love and happiness, marriage, kids, whatever you want, once you get those certain boundaries, you know, fixed.
Yeah, you gotta have the foundation.
Yeah.
And then, like.
Yeah. For sure. Because I don't think it's easy to, like, do that. Like, you can't go into a relationship thinking that everything's gonna be perfect, because it's not. Like, you have to work out the little kinks, you know what I'm saying? So
I thought when I got in a relationship, everything was gonna be balloons and the butterflies.
Me too.
Yeah. Ladies, always remember you are enough. Yes, that's very true. And guys, always remember you are enough too, because a lot of guys don't think they're enough.
Y'all are.
I have talked to some of my guy friends, and then like they don't think they're enough either. I'm like, why are you putting up with that? You're a very great man.
For real, because
You know how
I'm
many
not
girls
gonna
will want you?
say what I was gonna say.
You know how many girls will want you? And what?
I was gonna say. See,
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say nothing. Never mind.
But yes, always remember that.
Yeah, for sure.
Love yourself.
Yes.
I feel like people have to understand, like, to love themselves, to know what is love. Like,
Yeah.
people say they love themselves. I said this a while ago. People say they love themselves, but they don't know what love is.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you, like RuPaul say?
For real though, really,
RuPaul.
real life, really do love yourself though, because honestly, when you find love for yourself, everything changes. Like, you're gonna start to realize, like, okay, I'm not taking that. Like, nah, I bet. And sometimes you have to repeat yourself for the person to understand, and that's fine. But once you notice that they're not getting it, don't stress yourself. Like, it's too much to keep stressing on somebody that ain't getting it.
And like, yeah, you tell them like, hey, I don't like that, and they continue to do it, continue to do it.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be like, alright, it's time for me to make a decision. I gotta head out now.
Like SpongeBob. Like, for sure. Like, I mean, and I think everybody at a certain point in their life, they've been through relationships. They're like, dang, that made me tired. Dang, I did this. Dang, I did that. Yeah, it's okay. But every time, it has been a lesson for you to find the person that you're supposed to be with that's going to, you know, put a little bright sun in your life. Every time you wake up, you're like, oh, you know, like, you never know. You could be just like that. Happy.
Yeah.
Love yourself and respect yourself. Definitely.
Every relationship is like a lesson.
It is.
Like, everything you go through is a lesson for you to understand.
Yeah,
So.
definitely. Because I've been in some relationships that made me a better person today. That's how I'm like I am. So you ass, just know. This is the way I am. This is the way I am. I ain't. If I'm changing, look, you better be. You will be somebody great. So, I mean, it's life. So, wait a minute. What time is it? Oh, okay.
Wow. Wait a minute. But yeah. Any more questions before we have to log off?
Questions. Drop them questions. Y'all can tell I ain't been outside in a minute. Boy.
I ain't been in a minute.
Is it going?
I was listening to Tory Lanez. Some of his songs.
You know what I noticed with his album? He'll play it 3 times. Because some songs you like, stop visiting where you left. That's true.
Start going in the past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what? The past sometimes it shows you. Just like, nah, like honestly, like I'm somebody that's getting to a point where I can't bring up like the stuff that it's get hard. Now I'm only saying with certain people. Now please, if you hear me, certain people only get like, oh, why do you keep on bringing up the past? Listen, because you did it. Just wait.
I ain't even gonna lie.
It's okay, you know. Everybody go through their
I
sections.
ain't do go back on the past every now and then.
Sometimes you do gotta dip in there. Like, you remember last week? That's what.
Yeah.
Any more questions? Any more questions?
I feel like I was targeted. I see what you did there. Mama doubted.
Well, you guys, we are gonna go ahead and close out. We appreciate all of y'all. Hold on 1 minute.
Do you think you should live with a man before marriage?
Yay!
Yikes.
That's a good one.
That's a good question.
To be honest, I'm not gonna answer because I feel as though okay, how I see marriage and living before marriage is like sometimes you get to see who the person is, like better. But then I do think that maybe you should wait everything for marriage, you know.
Yeah, you're like
Hey, you late.
Oh, are you finished?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay, me personally, it kind of depends. Like me, this is me. Boyfriend and girlfriend, if I had a significant other, I don't want to live with the person before marriage. Now, if we were engaged, yes, that's fine. But it has to be like, okay, we're engaged and like 1 or 2 years later we get married. That's how it has to be.
Yeah.
That's just me. I'm a very loner. I do love my space and stuff like that. So, and then I gotta see, like, I'm a very, I don't know, like,
I don't know.
if I'm gonna like your apartment or not. Like, it's a lot of things. Are you moving into my apartment? Are you moving to yours? Like, it's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know about that one actually. Like honestly, it matters how I am with this person and
Yeah.
like the relationship because I don't know. Everyone's different.
Yeah.
I think I've done that before and it's enough. So
Yeah. So I haven't done that yet, so I don't know, but I think I want to be engaged first.
yeah, and I personally like you said, like my own space. I like to come home and lay in my bed,
In my snatch.
Yeah, for real. Let me enjoy my time for myself, you know. But you know, at the same time, when you get married, you're not gonna have that. So
Yeah, but that like moving in with somebody takes a whole different ball game. Like that's a whole different.
you know
thing.
how different. It's really like it's like I feel like to me it's a lot of work, and it's like I really had to be with you a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
But since we're gonna close out now, we appreciate everybody for watching and catch us not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, and we highly appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great rest of y'all Sunday.
Bye.